Okay, this is Instrumental Techniques, video number 2 with Mr. Massey. And we're going to be doing Indiana, Look for the Silver Lining, Stomping at the Savoy, You Stepped Out of a Dream, Star Eyes, On Green Dolphin Street, My Secret Love, Sweet Georgia Bright, One Note Samba, and Lady Bird. I don't know if you know any of those tunes. Maybe you know some of them. You probably have played one or two of them. Here we go. So we're going to play it Back Home in Indiana. It's actually the whole tune. It's real straight. And when people actually play these tunes, they kind of change the rhythm a little bit. It's written with just quarter notes and stuff, but that's okay. We're just going to read it. And you're not going to do it legato. You're not going to do it staccato. We're going to do it legato. So that's kind of how it starts. Okay. So, and it's key of A flat with 4 flats. So if you're a clarinet, it's actually in B flat, 2 flats. And if you're an alto saxophone, it's actually in the key of F, 1 flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's it. Okay. So that's in Indiana. Some people call that Back Home in Indiana. The next tune is called Look for the Silver Lining. This is in the concert key of E flat, which means for the clarinets, it's in the key of F, the way it's written. And for the alto saxophone, it's in the key of C. And we're just going to read these down. The whole idea here is not to read harder and harder stuff. The whole idea here is to keep reading over and over again. So it's kind of like every day you pick up a newspaper. If you read a newspaper every day, after a while you're going to be able to read. Every day I read music. I sight read music, all sorts of stuff. Classical music, hard music, easy music. I just try and read every day. So I have the process down. Here we go. Look for the silver lining. Okay, 1. There might be 8 bars on top. We're going to skip that. And we're just going to come right on the melody. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. go to the next tune, which is called Stompin' at the Savoy. This is in the key of D flat, which makes probably the hardest tune you're going to read. Okay? But we're just going through it. Key of D flat, which means for the clarinets, it's in the key of E flat. You might want to play an E flat major scale before. Maybe stop the video and make sure you get all the notes in that scale, your E flat major scale. It changes key and stuff, so it's pretty tricky. And then for the saxophone, it's going to be in the key of B flat. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It'll come in like that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Bridge. 3, rest. 3, 4. 3 and 4. Solos. Great. Let's go on to the next tune, which is called You Stepped Out of a Dream. And I'm going to do this as kind of a Latin beat. 1, 2, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or say, try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top is a repeat. Mistake on my part. 1. Second ending. 2, 3. 1, 2. 3, 4. 1, 2. That's it. You stepped out of a dream. We're going to do 10 tunes. Last time, the first video we did 14 tunes. You don't need that many tunes. We can do these. You can do them over and over again. And you need to work on your scales first anyway, right? Make sure you get all that. This one's a little tricky. The actual melody, Star Eyes. The melody comes in actually after the first 2 bars as a repeat. That line that's written there, there's actually a background part, but let's read the whole thing, okay? We're going to read that too. There we go. From the very top, Star Eyes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It says play it 4 times, 3 times. And here's the 4th time. Now the melody. in 4. 1, 1, 1, 3 and 4. 1. And if you're doing the coda, let's just take it right at the double bar, about 3 bars ago. Starts with a concert B flat. Clarinet start with a C. Saxophone starts with a G at the double bar. Just 3 bars before we just quit. And we're going to jump to the coda. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coda. Again. 3rd time. Do it again. And that's it. Great. Let's go on to the next tune, which is called On Green Dolphin Street. This is also in the key of E flat. The last tune was in E flat. So the clarinets are in F. The alto saxophones are in C. And this also has kind of a bass line in the beginning. I'll tell you what, I'll just kind of count you in. I'll play the bass line and kind of set it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes back to the top of the melody. Second inning. The solos. Great. Let's go on to My Secret Love. Same key, E flat. Okay. Key of E flat. For the clarinets, it's key of F. For the alto saxophones, it's the key of C. My Secret Love. We're going to start 8 bars into it, right on top of the melody. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. First ending, go back to the top of the melody. Two, 3. Double bar. Second ending. It's My Secret Love. Let's go to Sweet Georgia Bright. Here we go. Now, this doesn't have a key signature. It's actually the key is C, but it changes keys. It doesn't matter. Just read what's there. It should be in your key, wherever it is. Kind of starts in the key of C concert. Clarinets will be in D concert, kind of in the beginning. And the saxophone will be kind of in A concert. So it's 1, 2, 3, ba da da da. Right? Here we go. 1, 2, 1. I'll play the chord. We can just do a vamp like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Add the bass. And then the solos began. Good. So that's Sweet Georgia Bright. Here's a tune. This one's pretty hard too, actually. This is called One Note Samba. It's hard because of the rhythm and there's a lot of notes in it. We'll kind of take it kind of slowly. Samba, kind of more like a bossa nova, which is like a samba, but it's slower. So it's, if you count it, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? Here we go. 1. Oh. If you actually count it, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, right? So that's it's a little hard, okay? But I'm going to try and read it with you nice and slow. 1, 2, go 1 and 2 and 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 and 3. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 1. That's all there is to that. You might want to practice that one, trying to work on the rhythm. Try and figure that out. The last tune, which I think is number 10, yeah, is called Ladybird. You probably know this tune. You probably played it before. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes back to the top and coda. Here we go. Coda. There we go. So that's Ladybird. So that took us about 20 minutes. And you got it. Work on that. Work on your scales. Get your chromatic scales. Get your whole tone scales. Learn your major scales. Okay, thank you. Have a good one. Bye.